Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of our daily pre-market analysis. Today is Thursday, 9th of October 2025. So we'll be looking at the market run for yesterday, 8th of October. Uh, this is not a financial or trading advice. Please make sure to do your due diligence before investing in any of the stocks on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So for our market close yesterday, the NGX extended its modest gains as the ASI inched up by 172.22 points. That is a 0.12% surge, upward surge to close at 144,995 points. That was a little increase that we saw on the ASI. This slight uptick indicates a cooling phase in the market following the strong rally earlier in the week, suggesting investors are taking cautious positions while locking in short-term profits. Despite the decline in the number of deals, which fell by about 16.65%, the volume traded rose by 3.62%, showing that fewer trade carried larger share volumes. However, the market turnover dropped sharply by 44.01%, pointing to reduced participation from high value institutional trade compared to the previous session. The session's activity reflects a mixed sentiment, with traders maintaining interest in select equities, but showing greater constraint in cash deployment. As the week progresses, market direction may hang on earnings expectations, sectoral news, and macroeconomic signals, particularly found around foreign exchange stability and inflation trends. We can see our market snapshots for yesterday when we compared with the market run for Tuesday. That yesterday it closed at 144,995, indicating a 0.12% increase, while our number of deals for yesterday's market fell by 16.65% to 25,551 deals. The volume traded increased, but the market turnover still fell by 44%. So like we said, indicating some reduced engagement in transaction from big institutional and high cap stocks in the market. So let's look through the top gainers for yesterday. Number one is FTN Cocoa, which closed at 6 naira, indicating an 8.8% gain. Number two is Livestock. Livestock closed at 7 naira, 95 kobo, indicating a 7.43% gain. And number three is Etana. Etana closed at 41 naira 5 kobo, indicating a 6.96% gain. Number four on the list for our top gainers of yesterday is Prestige, that closed at 1 naira 7 kobo, indicating a 4.94% gain. While Fidelity Bank came on the number five and closed at 21 naira, indicating a 4.74% gain. Looking through the top losers, number one is IMG, closed at 32 naira, 95 kobo, indicating a 9.97% loss, followed by Living Trust, which closed at 5 naira 35 kobo, indicating a 9.93% loss, and Sonwa Assurance, which closed at 5 naira 25 kobo, indicating a 9.48% loss. And then Jais Bank. Jais Bank closed at 4 naira 3 kobo, indicating a 7.53% loss. And last but not the least, on the top losers for yesterday's Charms, which closed at 4 naira 33 kobo, indicating a 6.28% loss. Our expected market performance for today, Thursday, the stock exchange is likely to open in a consolidation phase with modest movement anticipated after yesterday's cooling in the all-share index to 144995, like we read earlier, with volume traded rising but overall market turnover sharply lower. Expect selective trading and a continued focus on risk management. The ASI could drift sideways or slightly higher on targeted buying if earnings optimism and macro signals remain favorable. Our sectoral and key stock focus we'll be looking at banking and consumer goods. These sectors should remain in the spotlight as investors search for resilient earnings and dividend prospects. Large cap consumer names, top tier banks, and defensive stocks will likely attract selective flows, especially in anticipation of upcoming Q3 results. Mid-cap and growth bargain hunters could turn to oversold mid-cap stocks, though breadth may be limited as retail participation and institutional flows remain cautious. Oil and gas and industrials. I watch for potential profit taking in recent outperformance, which we've been seeing over the week in this sector. The sector moves may be headline driven by quarterly updates or macro trends. Pre-open signals and risk for today. Signals point to greater restraint and selective positioning, with lower turnover indicating institutions have pulled back for now. Risks include further rotation out of overbought stocks, defensive positioning amid macro and FX uncertainty, and elevated volatility. If inflation or foreign exchange news triggers repricing, earnings expectation and policy commentary will be key drivers, with market possibly vulnerable to disappointment or negative surprises. The overall outlook of market today: expect a cautious range-bound session with stock picking favored over broad market buying. Defensive sectors and select leading equities remain best positioned for moderate gains, while overall momentum may stall pending new earnings or macro catalysts. Increased volatility is possible if foreign exchange or inflation figures are released. So investors may continue to hedge or rebalance portfolios accordingly. This brings us to the end of our analysis this morning. While we meet same time in the morning tomorrow for another edition of Daily Pre-Market Analysis. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel to get this analysis daily. And we also have an important information as we will start our buy, sell, hold podcast this weekend. It should be coming up every weekend, where we recommend stocks to buy, stocks to sell, and those to hold, and talk about economic analysis and macro updates influencing this decision. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be something that is really going to be enjoyable. So do have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.